Hi, my name is Amy Richardson, and I'm here at Forgotten Foods Farm, where I live, to talk to you about National Moth Week. I sit on the board of directors for Red Oaks Forest School, and I teach one of their homeschool classes, as well as help the wonderful and amazing Miss Hannah with the Trail Boss program. So I'm happy to be here today to tell you guys about Moth Week. I hope that everyone is staying safe in the times of COVID, and we are happy to bring everyone ways and to share ways that you can enjoy nature in your own home or at your own home. And Moth Week is one of those ways. So we're kicking off this great program called Neighborhood Nature, where you'll be able to explore nature at your own house or in your own neighborhood. And I'm happy to begin that with Moth Week. So Moth Week is something that we have been celebrating in our family ever since our daughter was born 7 years ago. And so we're very excited to celebrate it again this year. And it is a global citizen science program, which is very exciting because that means that you are participating in something, collecting data for scientists who are studying moths and looking at data about which moths are where, and how many different ones people are seeing and what locations. And it's awesome because with citizen science programs like this, scientists can collect more data than they could on their own, and you're helping them do that. So right now, I'm standing here where I am setting up, getting ready to observe moths. And I have stretched the string across here, and I have used paracord. So I have this big roll of paracord, and you don't have to use paracord. You can use baling twine, you can use regular twine, you can use clothesline, you can use whatever kind of string that you happen to have laying around. And you can get a sheet. White is best, but any light colored sheet would work. So if you have like a light color tan or green or whatever, it's just a really light color, you can use that. You can even use the side of your house. So if you have a house that's white, you could shine a light on the side of your house. And I've put mine here. I'm very lucky and I live on the edge of the forest. So I've put my sheet here beside the forest because I'm hoping to maybe draw in a lot of moths, but you can find moths anywhere. So if you've ever turned on your porch light and walked outside after dark, you might have stuff flying around and trying to attack you on the head, it feels like, and you'll look up and you'll see moths because they're drawn into that light. So you don't have to have anything as elaborate as this. You can really make this as easy or as overly complicated as you want. And if you know me, you know I like to overcomplicate things, so here we are. But you can just use your front porch light. You can even just throw a sheet over a porch railing if you want and shine a light on it there if you want to put out a sheet, because it does make them easier to see, and they'll rest on the sheet. So they'll stop and they'll land on the sheet and you'll be able to look at them really clearly. They do land sometimes on your side of your house beside your porch light. You may have seen them there in the summer evenings as you go in and out. But I like to put up the sheet, so I've done that. And then I have my light here. So this year I bought myself a really fancy black light, which I'm very excited about. But you do not have to have a black light. You can use a regular fluorescent light bulb that you have in your lights in your house. You want to make sure though that it's not an LED bulb, because those won't work very well. Moths aren't attracted to those the way that they are regular fluorescent bulbs or black lights. So you want to make sure that you have a non-LED bulb. So I have my black light here, and I have it up on my stump so I can shine it on my sheet because I want to try to light up as much of it as I possibly can. Try to get moths all over it. That would be amazing, to come out here and have all kinds of moths all over my sheet. That's what I want to see. And I've ran an extension cord out here so that I can plug it in. And I like to set this up about an hour before dark and put it out here because it gives them some time as they're coming out, because they just wake up and come out at night. They kind of hang out under leaves and in the forest and in the shade and all of that during the day, and they come out at night. So I like to set it up and give them a chance to find it as they're waking up and starting to come out. You can also take a shallow pan, or in the past I've used like a Frisbee that my kids have had laying around in the yard, because it's really, just like a little shallow pan itself, and you can flip it over, and if you have any overripe fruits like bananas, you can put that in there and sit it out, and they're drawn in by that scent. So if you want to do that, you can. You don't have to. I typically don't. unless I haven't seen any in a couple nights and I want to try really hard to get them to come, I'll do that. And then I also like to come out here when I'm getting ready to observe and bring my field guides. And so some of those that I enjoy, my kids really like these. It's the Peterson First Field Guide to Butterflies and Moths and the Golden Guide to Butterflies and Moths. And those are really nice. They're thin, they're easy for kids to pick up and flip through, and they really enjoy those. And then I really like this one. It's the Peterson Field Guide to Moths. And so there are a couple of these. You want to make sure you're looking for the one specific to where you are. So I have the Peterson Field Guide to Moths of northeastern North America, and so when I open it up and look inside, it shows me all the states that this covers, and I'm right here in northeastern Kentucky. So I have the right field guide, and if you guys are looking for these online, it'll show you specifically where that covers, so make sure you're looking for the one for where you are. So I bring these out here with me, and when I have moths coming in, I can look through here and see if I can find them. I also like to photograph moths, and I just use my camera phone. If you have a fancy camera and you want to take really awesome pictures, you can do that too, but I just do it on my phone. And then I like to use the iNaturalist guide to submit those, or the iNaturalist app, sorry, not guide, the iNaturalist app to submit those. And on the National Moth Week website at nationalmothweek.org, they encourage you to use those sites to submit your data so that other people can see it, so that you're sharing what you have seen with other people who are looking at moths, with scientists. And it's kind of nice because then you can go on there and you can look back at what you saw. You can get help identifying it because people will get on there and look at your ID, and if you don't know what it is, someone else will make suggestions about that, and it's really interesting and you can learn a whole lot doing that. I also like to use Seek, which is powered by iNaturalist, and you can put a photo in there and it'll make suggestions for what it thinks you're seeing. You can do that. You can use Seek for anything really, like it does plants, bugs. I like to use it for Moth Week. And I also like to have a hand lens or a jeweler's loop out here. You can use a magnifying glass, and that's pretty nice because then when you get a moth that you want to look at it close on here, and I have a little moth or a grasshopper or something, let's see, you can look at it closer so you can see if it has little hairs on its legs or abdomen or back, or you can look at its fuzzy little antenna up close, and that's really fun to do also. And it also helps you with identifying some of the ones. It's like, hey, does it have hair here? And you can get your little magnifier and look and see. So I like to do that. And now I'm just waiting, so I'm getting excited because it's getting closer to dark, so I've still got about an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all this set up. I'm going to leave my light on. I've got my chair here so that when this has been on and it's getting really dark and I look out my window and I start to see moths landing on here, I can come out here and sit in my chair and I can watch moths landing on my sheet, and I can look at them, and I can bring the kids out here. Come here, Thelia. Do you want to come say hi? Come on. Come here. Please. She's being shy. So usually my kids will come out here with me and we'll all look at moths together, and I know that later when they're actually landing on the sheet, she will want to come out here because we sometimes see some really beautiful moths. Not all moths are dull, drab colors like people lead you to believe. Some of them are actually really brightly colored and beautiful. So I'm hoping that we'll see some of those. I'm hoping to see all different kinds. Oh, here she is. You want to say hi? Are you excited about Moth Week?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to tell everyone what you love about Moth Week?
I don't know what I love about Moth Week.
Do you like looking at moths?
I like all of it.
You like all of it? Yeah? Do you like to come outside? Do you like to stay up past your bedtime and come look at moths? Yeah? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you tell everybody, say Happy Moth Week? No? Okay, well I will. So we're going to come back out here later and I'll let you guys know if I find anything, which I'm very excited and hopeful that I will find some really cool stuff. So I hope everyone's getting all set up and ready and excited about Moth Week. I can't wait to see your observations and pictures of your setups and all of your kids looking at moths as you guys are participating and sharing these things on social media. I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope I have some awesome moths to share with you guys in a few hours. Thanks.